been doing it for a long, long time, since the 90s. But the examples I've made public, look and see how I'm drawing your attention to these specific consolidations. Do you see it? Do you see it as a consolidation? Go back and look at your other annotations that maybe you have journaled before. Start looking at it like this. So that way, when you understand it, when the market does eventually leave the original consolidation, because we're underlyingly bullish, we have traders that are trapped down here. They don't want to drop down below to give them an opportunity to get out. Even though the market does eventually drop lower here, they may not come back down into this area until a later time. It could be weeks, it could be days, it could be hours, it could be, a time that's unknown to you. That's outside the scope of the presentation here. What you're looking for, what I'm looking for, is trades that make sense, where the market's reaching for liquidity inefficiencies and then reversing for the sake of going back against the original consolidation, where people are going to see this as a support level. And I don't trade support resistance. I attack support resistance. I attack liquidity above old highs. I attack liquidity below old lows. And I use inefficiencies as targets or means of entry to trade against those same ideas, which would be anti-retail theory. I'm against it. I'm opposed to retail theory. Anything retail. If it's support resistance, harmonic patterns, Elliott wave, Gann, Wyckoff, all that stuff, that's all retail logic. And my understanding is that's the reason why that 90% people that try to use all that stuff fail, and they fail rather quickly. So when we can frame the original consolidation properly, then once we leave it, how are we leaving it here? Look at the body right there. Yeah, we had a wick here. We had a wick right there too. But look at the body staying inside that original consolidation. See that? That's characteristic to algorithmic price delivery. It's indicating to individuals that I'm trying to show you that this is the language that traders that use this information, and the algorithms, the high frequency trading algorithms, they highlight these things in price. And so it gets their high frequency trading algorithm in the hunt for long entries. When is it allowed to take the long? That candle right there tells you. So now we can then refer back to the same level here. If it trades back to that level, what's it doing? It's returning back to the original consolidation. That's how I teach my market maker and sell model and buy model. The original consolidation, it can leave it. It doesn't have to touch it, but if it does, that's usually a trade. So this would be your original entry. Okay, so you could go long there, but sometimes it won't offer a return back to the original consolidation. So it might just need a higher order entry and not offer something right at the high of the original consolidation. The market rallies up, trades right into that 60-minute fair value gap SIBI. Bodies tell a narrative it's not interested in going any higher. Why? Because look at this big candle drop down there. Wonderful. We have an inefficiency here. We have an inefficiency here. Drops aggressively below the original consolidation. Right back to the high of the balanced price range. Right there. Which is also just below that old low right there that make these relative equal lows what? Suspect for sell side. So sell side liquidity resting below there, that's the draw if it's going to go well beyond the low here where the original consolidation's sell side liquidity would be resting. So in layman's terms, what we're saying is it's building up